Sure. Good.
Yeah. Ah, yes, we are having issues streaming.
Yep.
It's connecting and issues like that. That's not good. That's not good.
Hold on one second. Maybe the
Thank you for watching the welcome to 802 Scoop live from inside Scoop Studio, located here on Main Street, Barrie, Vermont. And with us tonight, we have the ever lovely Raylene. Good evening, Raylene. Good evening, Glenn.
Good
Ooh, that was kind of
evening.
loud. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, thank you. And hopefully we stay on because I've already seen that we were live, then we went off, and now we're live again on a total separate thing, just like what happened to the girls yet. So I'm suggesting that we go out, I reset the internet, and we come back on. And everybody, please just bear with us and give us 5. Because last night the girls had the same trouble, and we ended up having 5 or 6 shows in a row, but all one show. It's up to you. If you want to go with it, and if it knocks us out one more time, then we'll go with my plan. How's that?
I like that portion. We
right.
go with it and see if it works, and if it doesn't work and it knocks us out again, then we start all over.
Okay.
And I'm sure everybody will be okay with that, right? Won't you love that?
Sure, they will.
So, and what needs to happen is we will have to probably get a wire from the
yeah,
modem.
we're going to get Ethernet.
We're gonna
It's
have to get
already
Ethernet.
happening. It's already happening.
Oh, it's already in the works? All right.
Of course. Don't mess
Glenn
around
says
with this
good
stuff.
so far. So I'm
Yeah.
saying we move forward with that information.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
Raylene,
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Good. Really good.
Really good?
Yeah. It was a good day, even though it was a rainy day and a little bit cold. I got a lot done. I feel like I was productive. I got some really cool graphics made for upcoming ads for our sponsors and some new stuff happening. And we got our first letter for the letter to the producer
Oh, did we?
portion. And so I think that I'd like to kick off the night with this because it's something that actually we've talked about it before, but a long time ago. And this kind of just like, oh yeah, I had kind of let it go for a little bit. Do you want to go ahead and do it?
We should
or-
probably let people know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
well, no, I will.
the letter to because one of the things that we want to do here on the Scoop is to be a location for information.
Mm-hmm.
And they have letters to the editors for Times Argus.
They
And
do.
we're doing the same thing where people can submit a letter, and once a week
We'll
on
pick one or
live,
two.
we'll pick one or two, and we'll read them.
Yeah, and open it up for live
I have not
discussion and
seen
comment.
this, so
No.
this is from Raylene. She's
Yeah.
the one that apparently is keeping all these and not sharing with me.
Well, it's not that I don't share with you.
Not that I'm
it's that
snarky and bitter about it.
it's Not that I don't share with you. It's that Michael doesn't pay attention to the messenger on any of the pages that we have together.
So I'm not gonna lie, that's valid. Except for the bootin' for Barry, I
Yes,
do
you
pay attention to that
to
one.
that one, but none of the others. And so
Very valid.
you
That is
cannot
very
blame
true.
me here. Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry you lose that one.
Well, in my defense, though, the reason why I don't
'cause
is
you're
because
super busy.
I'm busy, and on top of that, like it's ping, 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 ping,
It
802
is.
Scoop, and I love that. It's
It
great
is.
because once again, and we've talked, and day we'll actually have to go and talk about the situation that we've got here.
Yes, we
Because
will.
my mission with the 802 Scoop has been the same since I created it.
And mine's a little bit different.
Right. Raylene's doing something different than what I'm doing. My mission, my goal for the 802 Scoop is to get information out there because I believe that people make good decisions with information, and that's the reason why. And that's the reason why the whole point of Barry Beat, the whole point of 802 Scoop is to, is get information out there. Originally,
and it's my goal too. We
Right.
just have different ways of doing it, and I may be a little more forward and controversial than you, and
no.
some things that I think are important, you would rather let's go at that a little more easy, and I'm like, nope, let's get it out there. So but we do work well
Yeah.
together and have good conversations about that, and I think it's going to be good. But this segment is something that we want our viewers and listeners and people that follow the page to pay attention to. We want to give them a spot to send in a letter, maybe have it read, and give that letter some time to be open for discussion and comments, and who knows what these letters will bring as far as what community members may be willing to weigh in on as well. So with that, can we do this one first?
Yes,
Can we do this first
you
tonight,
can.
just because it's something new?
Absolutely.
So I'm titling my letter as The Nightmare on the South End.
Ooh, the nightmare on the
Yeah,
south
and
end.
this is her, she's
Ni-
doing this herself, not me.
Oh, okay.
The person writing. So I'm not titling the letter. She is titling the letter The Nightmare on the South End. I'm going to start with the closing of West Patterson. This closure, that I understand is permanent, has a huge impact to not just mine, but many other daily commutes. This impact is not a good one by any means. Has there been any talk of opening up a second access point on possibly Allen Street? Something has to be done. Each day, the drop-off process takes no less than 45 minutes at each the Berry City and Town elementary schools. Then, due to the closure of West Patterson, you can plan to be another 20 to 30 minutes wait to get through the traffic and through the light on the South Main Street Air Street Junction. Do state and city officials realize the impact this has on students, parents, and people's work days? This affects all, not just those with kids in school. Then there is the dangers. This most certainly poses danger, especially if you are heading north on South Main. That hill and sharp corner just past the car wash and before Cumberland Farms is horrible. I can't imagine what it'll be like when snow and ice is covering it. The corner is totally blind. You don't know that traffic is stopped ahead until you're right on it. I have nearly been rear-ended a few times, and I myself have almost rear-ended others. Should there not be a minimum of a flashing light and signage at the top of the hill for a couple of hours during the morning and evening commutes to warn people of this? Just curious. There has to be answers. Signed, Carrie M.
So I can tell you about West Patterson. Not going to happen.
Right, we knew it was permanent,
yeah.
right?
Not that I support keeping it closed, because I'm a firm believer that we should keep it open. But the comment has been made that we will not be opening West Patterson again. It's too much money to fix what the damage is there.
And it's significant.
It is.
Basically the entire street, the
Right.
entire hill leading from Air to the top is
Right.
a danger.
Right. And I get it. But there's also that part of me is like, I don't know, dig something in there. Let's put something there. We can
Right.
do it, you know?
Or as she suggested, and I thought it was interesting that she talked about maybe Allen Street and there being a second access point to the city school, because we know there's a lot of congestion that comes down Corey Hill for the town and into the city to get to workplaces, things like that. But I've said that myself several times. If I'm in the city in the afternoon, anytime during the closing of school, I will always take Bridge Street to Allen to come down Prospect and access the city. It's much quicker. it's, you go into Southbury, which isn't that far from the entrance and exit of the school, and just hook over. And if you can even go further, all the way up to the top of Prospect, and then you can go down Berlin Street or access, the city even further. So, but it's interesting. And then I have not given great thought to that hill in that corner, though it's almost happened to me. I have been petrified to stop there, thinking that's right on the corner, thinking I was going to get slammed into by somebody coming. And I have almost done that myself, just coming along at 25. The speed limit is 25. But it's when you make that corner and all of a sudden the traffic's at a dead stop right there on that blind corner and hill, it's scary, and there's nowhere to go. You can go into the rock wall or into oncoming traffic or hit the person in front of you. It's not like there are a lot of options there. So.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can say is reach out to your city councilor, because I'm no longer on council.
Right. Well, but it is interesting,
Sadness
and
that
I
I'm
would.
no longer on council.
And
But
they certainly do have those flashing lights, like if you're going up Route 302 headed toward Orange Elementary. Before you get to the school, there are the flashing lights when school is being let, either going into session or being let out of session, so that traffic knows that there's buses and traffic in and out. I can't imagine we're putting a couple of flashing caution lights and some signage there saying that, heavy traffic area or slow moving traffic or blind corner or something there for a couple of hours in the morning when it's crazy, and a couple of hours at night. Seems like a pretty logical thing, actually. Now that she says it, So that was our letter, one of our letters. That's the one that I chose to pick apart tonight, because there are some that we'll save for other times.
or maybe not, depending on whether or not we have enough time.
Right. I mean,
'Cause
one of them was in the Times Argus as well, and it's getting all kinds of attention there. So maybe we'll just let that one play out there at the Times Argus for a little bit before we jump into it.
that was submitted to the page.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well. Okay. So, do you have anything exciting that you want to go before I make my comment?
Your comment about this, or are we moving on and you have comments about other things?
I have other things that I can talk about.
Well,
I've
you
got a
can
list.
talk about whatever you want. Yeah.
Attention, Kmart shoppers. There's no such thing as Kmart. It's so sad. So they closed Kmart, the last remaining full Kmart store.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that we're old, especially you.
Mm-hmm. Especially me.
Mind you, she's only a couple years older than me. But when I was growing up, Kmart, I don't remember a Kmart here. We didn't have one here. We had Ames. We had
Zayres.
We had
Ames.
Ames's.
Yeah, Ames.
Ames's.
Ames, Zayres, Harry's.
And and Harry's. And Rich's.
Yeah,
of course
Rich's.
we had Rich's.
And of course, here in the city, we had J.J. Newberry's.
Yep.
And
we
and
did
some
have
other
J.J.
stores,
Newberry's.
But yeah.
But we never had a Kmart here. I think the nearest Kmart was up in Burlington, Shelburne Road, if
No
I
doubt.
recall. But it's the last Kmart store, and it just feels really sad.
It does.
I think it
So-
feels sad. The blue light special.
Here's like 100%.
Not the red light special.
Oh, my.
all through- Anyway.
Here's 100% pure honesty, not
care.
kidding. I have never in my life been to Kmart.
What?
I'm serious.
You've never been
Never.
to a Kmart?
Never.
So
When-
you've never heard attention Kmart
No.
shoppers.
I have not. Never. I'm serious. So when we were little, we never went to Burlington. First of all, when I was young, when my mom we didn't do that. We didn't go. My mom didn't even drive until she was in her mid to late 20s. So we just didn't do those sorts of things. And so I probably was, at least 12 or 13 before I ever even went to Burlington. And when we did go, we weren't going to go shopping or anything like that. No.
Glenn, you've been to a Kmart, right? I don't know who else is out there watching. You guys, you all have been to Kmart, right? Like in the food center court, they had a food court and everything else, a little food court. The one that I went to
We had
down
a
in
food
Connecticut.
court down here too, in the plaza down here too, and you could go in and there was Lums was in there, and while you were eating your lunch, you could watch the people roller skating inside of the little plaza. There was, and you don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, it was pretty, and so those are the things that I remember.
We had a roller skating rink here.
Yes, we did.
Where was
And,
it? It was down in the Ames Plaza?
Yeah. No, Zares.
Zares.
Yeah. Was it Zares?
Yeah, I don't.
One of the two. I can't remember which one. It was in one of the two, because now I can't remember now that you say that. But it was in one of the two. Somebody will tell us. But there was a roller skating rink in there, and you could eat your lunch, and you could watch people roller skating, and you could walk through the plaza. Must have been Ames. Although I think you could walk through the plaza at Zares too, because there was some little store in the corner, I remember too, that you could go in and had like a lunch counter. And we always, as soon as we got there, wanted to run to the back of the store because they had fish and all the aquariums set on the back wall. And we'd always want goldfish every time we went.
And for people that are not old enough to remember this or did not live in this area, Ames is where Staples and TJ Maxx is.
Yeah.
Or no, actually, it was Ames was where Staples, Petco, and TJ Maxx was. That's the reason why they think it's still called the Ames Plaza.
Yeah, it is.
So, and that's where that was down by Price Chopper and everything else. Zares is where
Radio
Big
Shack,
Lots, Big Lots were.
Yep.
And
there was a grocery store down there too for a while called Finest.
Yep, Finest was way before. That was before Zares, though, wasn't it?
No.
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 I know there was a Five and Dime there.
Yeah, that's right where I told you you could get the goldfish. I don't know. Huh. It was just
Grand
really
Union
cool back
was
then.
also down there too.
It was?
Union. Yeah, there was a Grand Union down there for like
that.
a hot minute.
I don't remember that.
Pretty sure it was. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
I only remember Finest, but because a friend of mine worked there in school.
Sharon is saying, well, no,
Woolworths,
radio.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where they had the counter. But seriously, so I remember all of that, and so I remember a lot. But I do not remember Kmart, and I know for a fact that I've never been in one. I have not.
Interesting. Well, I'm sad that it's gone. So they do have one Kmart that's like a convenience store, but it's not like a full-blooded, huge Kmart store where, it's...
No,
to me, I think it's sad. It just feels like
can you still order online and things like that, maybe?
Oh, I think they were in bankruptcy, so probably not.
Well, JCPenney's been in bankruptcy for how many years, and you can still order from them. And I think they even have a store here or there, that hasn't closed. But
I just went and typed in Kmart, and I am not seeing a Kmart online. So my guess is Kmart is
done.
Dead.
Yep.
So this has been an introspective on Kmart.
I mean, it's kind of like
Bless you,
Kmart's is like Zares and Ames,
ashes
right?
to ashes. Dead.
Or a Walmart. Are they more like that? Kmart. It's more like
it just really frustrates me. You have no idea what Kmart is.
No, but I mean, I know they sold clothes and stuff for really reasonable prices and things like that. But
yeah.
It's more on that line, right?
It's right on that line. Yeah. It's a chain store.
Yeah.
It was the.
I mean, I know what they are, of course. I know what Kmart is, and I've seen commercials, and I probably even saw one of their wish
version.
books.
It's the ghetto version.
Did they ever have a wish book like Sears did or anything? I'm sure I've seen stuff from them before. It's just
I don't think they did. They might have back in the heyday. They might
So.
have. But anyway, so they're dead.
Well, damn.
Rest in peace, Kmart.
Rest in peace, Kmart.
Yeah,
Yeah, poor Michael.
I'm sad.
I'm sorry.
Attention, Kmart shoppers. I don't know.
You're gonna have to buy your flannel shirt somewhere else now.
I don't get flannel shirts from Kmart. This one, I don't know where this one came from. It probably came from J.C. Penney's, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fat man, and fat man clothing are not easy to come by.
Listen, no clothes.
Nice flannel, by the way. I like
Thanks.
your flannel.
No clothes are easy to come by, just so you know. No matter what your size.
I can
It's a pain in the ass.
assure you that clothing in my size is a heck of a lot more difficult than getting
But I
whatever
truly-
size you are.
I truly can sympathize, though. So
No,
yes,
you
I
can't.
can. Well, this
You-
is why.
You
no.
know what? You're right. You can sympathize, but what you can't do is you can't empathize with the pain and
Yes,
struggle.
I can.
No, you can't.
I can. You want to know why?
Okay, tell us why, Miss Skinny Pants.
I will, because 4 years ago I was even smaller than I am right now. I could literally wear pants that were either a 14 or 16, which is what teenage girls wear. But that's a problem when you have 34-inch legs.
Okay.
So I could not find clothes. 00 was literally, and I was very sick. Obviously,
Yeah.
I was having some severe medical issues, and I was very sick and very small. And I could not find clothes that fit me. So I would have to wear dresses all the time. And in the winter, that's friggin' cold. And I remember how discouraging it was and how depressed it made me sometimes that I couldn't go anywhere and feel like I looked nice. I didn't want to wear a pink shirt with friggin' bows or teddy bears on it out in public because that's what fit me. It was embarrassing. And I hated it. And people, believe it or not, it doesn't matter what your size is, somebody will always have some asshole thing to say. Because people used to look at me and go, "Ugh, you're so skinny, what's wrong with you?" With this gross face. And I used to say, "You know what, asshole, I wouldn't say, 'Ooh, you're so fat, what's wrong with you?' That ticks me off. Like, just don't. Keep your comments to yourself.
After
no
I just
matter
made
what.
my comment about Miss Skinny Pants, is that the reason why
Well,
you made
that's
that
a little,
comment?
no, but that's a little different the way you said it. But no, because people will have impressions and opinions no matter what you look like, is what I'm saying. I mean, it just is what it is. But I can empathize with you and sympathize with you because of what I went through and knowing how hard that was. And not being able to go in a restaurant and sit in a chair, always needing a bench. And we would go somewhere and they'd have chairs, and I would be in tears because my tailbone would pop through my skin on a wooden chair. And so how horrible that was for me. And so I just stopped going places. Yeah. It sucked.
Okay. Everybody has their struggles. I have been.
They do.
I have been as I was walking across the road, and Glenn said he can empathize with me. So,
Yeah.
I have been accosted verbally as I was walking across the road. Someone right before city council meeting, like 10 years ago or something like that, they were like, "Fuck that." Yeah. I was like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah. That's
Super nice.
that's better than what I would have said.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said, "What's up?" I said, "Fuck you." As we know. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you got?
So anyway, tomorrow, Veggie Van Go is super important if you are in need of some extra fresh fruits, vegetables, dairy products. Get up to the Berry Auditorium tomorrow morning between 9 and 10:30. You don't even have to get out of your car. No questions asked other than how many people in your family. You can get food for up to 3 families because they realize that some people are working. There are people that can't, maybe elderly, disabled, people without cars, whatever, cannot get there. So you can pick up 4 other families, but up to 3 families. You just pull around to the back side of the auditorium, go through the line, and they load everything in your trunk, and you're off and ready to go. So tomorrow, 9:30 to 10:30, 9 to 10:30, sorry, 9 to 10:30 at the Berry Auditorium is Veggie Van Go. So super important. day, and it happens once a month, usually the last Friday of every month. Once in a while, that does change due to holidays, but that. And then again, I want to invite everybody to join me and James Brown's family at the Den this Saturday, the 25th, from 2 to 7. We're going to have a benefit there for him. It's a fall family festival, and there's something for everybody. We're going to have a Nerf war outside, which is open to all. You can, whether you're a child, an adult, whatever, it's great fun. There'll be a DJ out there as well, as cotton candy and popcorn and maybe some face painting, all kinds of great things happening outside. Inside, we'll have live performances. Donna Thunder is going to join us, so maybe your mom will even come.
Well, we actually
You never know.
Yes, my mom and I, we actually had this conversation because my sister has invited everybody up to the property that day.
Well, maybe all of
And-
you should just come to the Den that day
that
instead.
could be possible. What I planned on doing, because it starts at 2 at the Den,
Yes.
and I was going to go up there, stop by, give a donation, and then go up to the
2
the
to
property.
3:30, Donna will be with us.
2 to 3:30.
Donna will be with us
Well,
performing.
so maybe that's when, because Mom wants to be there when she sings. So, and I think
so
she's
2
singing.
to 3:30.
Oh, is she singing at 2 to 3:30?
Yes, that's when Donna will be there.
I think Mom was
Performing.
thinking that she was going to be there at 7.
No.
Okay, so Mom, I know you listen. It's 2 to 3:30 at the Den.
That's when Donna is performing.
That's when Donna's going to be
yes,
performing.
and the whole night ends at 7 for us, and then that night at 9 o'clock, the Returnables take the stage. But Donna will be performing earlier
I
in
don't
the day.
think she knew that.
Yes.
I'm glad. See,
So-
and this is the reason why you should pay attention to the 802 Scoop,
That's right.
the weekly update.
That's right. So that'll be happening. There's games and prizes and giveaways and a silent auction, a 50-50 raffle, just some really great things. The restaurant is open. We are not serving food. We're serving snacks. And the restaurant is open. And 100% of what goes on, during our time, our event time. But Jeff and his wife have said that they will donate 25% of all proceeds to the benefit
That's
for
awesome.
James. And that is absolutely incredible. So any food you buy, any drinks you buy, 25% of those profits will go right to James's benefit. So yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a long time coming. Didn't work out exactly as I planned. It turns out that when you're going to have multiple bands, it's not easy. You can do it, but it makes for a really long day, and it's tough. They don't like to do that because they have to share equipment, or they have to be able to break down and set back up, and they need at least 45 minutes to break a band down, another hour to set a band up, and then what do you do in the lag time? And so, yeah, there's a lot of wheels that you don't know anything about if you know nothing about that world. And now I know, and I'll never ask again for multiple bands to try to do anything together. But it's going to be a great day. So I hope to see many, many, many out. It's $25 per person, 12 and under for free. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day.
I got an event.
All right, let's hear it.
The first question I have to ask of you, what color is your shirt?
Malty.
What? What, malty? What is
It's
multi
multicolor.
Right. Okay. Well, what's the main color there? That not the blue, not the red.
Yellow.
What color is that?
Mustard.
No. You got to think of the season.
Oh, well, it's fall.
So it's
It's yellow.
pumpkin. It looks kind of
There's nothing friggin' pumpkin about this shirt. There's no orange on this. What is wrong with you, pumpkin?
Oh, pumpkin.
I'll come right over that
Pumpkin
desk and
spice.
whoop your ass.
It's pumpkin spice
Good
looking.
Lord,
See, Glenn says
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
He's just
So-
trying to get me going. I know where you live, hon.
A pumpkin spice. So
He forgets he gave me his
So-
address.
So this weekend, on the Sunday at 11 a.m. is the 15th annual Vermont Pumpkin Chuckin' Festival.
I love pumpkin chunkin'.
You're gonna do it? Are you gonna go?
No, I'm not gonna.
You should go
no,
and go
but
live.
I watch it on TV every year. There
Oh,
are
you do?
several
Okay.
different ones all over the United States, and it's hysterical.
Kind
to
of want to
watch.
go, but I got church on Sunday. But I kind of really want to go to that. That looks like a lot of fun. We need to get somebody to go and go live. We need contributors. That's what we need. We need
Contributors.
We need contributors. Can you write that down for me? Can you just write that down? Contributors, like we're going to start hiring contributors.
Well, we're not hiring anybody. We'll just send them. We'll ask them to go,
Well,
and
the-
we'll be
the-
nice to them and put it on the.
The
we are low budget.
the benefits are amazing. You get
yeah,
none.
yeah. The benefits are amazing. Raylene will drive you nuts, and yeah,
No, we really should. We should have people that are at these events. That would be really cool.
It would.
I
It
would
would.
love to see a live
that they
stream
could-
from
me too.
the
I mean,
Pumpkin
Pumpkin
Chunkin'
Chunkin'.
Festival.
you have to say it right. Pumpkin chunkin'.
No, it's pumpkin.
No.
It says pumpkin. It says pumpkin.
They say it wrong.
They may say it wrong,
Pumpkin chunkin'.
but I just want to show everybody. See?
I know
Pumpkin,
what it says.
right there. Pumpkin.
But if you
Pumpkin.
have you watched it before on TV? All the different ones that they do, all the different events all over the
think
United
so.
States.
I think I've watched that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I don't
Then-
watch a lot on TV, but I do tune into that. I think it's funny.
Saturday we have the Cabot Cheese and Culture Festival. Is that on your list of things?
Nope.
No. Oh,
Nope.
we'll see. I got you. On. Look at that. You know, I'm feeling pretty.
You one upped me.
I one upped you.
Keep going.
Okay. How about the 2024 Whitehall Sasquatch Festival?
Yes,
You got that one?
I did have that one.
That one. You know who's going to go there?
Who?
Bet you Sasquatch. I wouldn't be surprised if a Tuesday-aunt shows up.
You think Roland will go to that?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
He
have
just
you
may. I'm dedicating this show to he and Kristen. You know.
the show?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is their show.
This is their show.
Yes, it is.
Kristen is actually a very faithful watcher. So, legitimately, like she was yelling at me earlier today about how
Squishy
she has
you
to
are?
go back and forth between Barry Beat and 802 Scoop. And I just told her,
Why?
just go to 802 Scoop.
Yeah, just go to one, honey.
Yep.
We're live on both at the same time.
Well, not now.
Oh, right. Today we're not?
No.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do live on
Oh, yeah. Just stay right
Yeah.
here on 802 Scoop for everything.
for everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
802
But
Scoop.
anyway, so that's a Sasquatch festival. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we can make her a contributor. I'm fearful of Roland though. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you fearful for Roland? I want him to come on here and do a podcast.
He does do a podcast.
I know. He
he-
has sent me links.
So yeah, and
But he needs to
they're
do it
actually,
here on
like,
802 Scoop.
they're really good.
I know they are.
And it's not a podcast. It's just videos that he does. And
Right.
and for the life of me, I can't think of the name. But what I'm
super-
gonna
it's super
do
cool.
is I'm gonna pull it up and then I'm gonna share it.
Yeah, it's super cool. Do you want me to send it to you in Messenger?
No,
Like
I
one of his
have
links?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm subscribed to his page.
So, grape harvest at Netto Family Vineyard. This is super cool. It's actually a lot of fun. So you can go and harvest the grapes and then watch the crushing process. You can taste wines. You can do all kinds of great things like that. It's family friendly. You know, just come pick the grapes and smush them and all that good stuff. That's at 73 Netto Road in Barrie from 11 to 5. And so, yeah, it's the Netto 2024 Netto Family Vineyard Grape Harvest.
And I just shared the link to his YouTube page, which is Northwoods Detecting and Adventures.
Nice.
And it's not just detecting. I mean, he does other things too. Mm-hmm. And it's actually pretty good quality for videos.
It is.
I will say, it is actually. It really is.
So let's jump another. So we're going to jump all over the map tonight because I don't want to talk about the upcoming events until a little bit later. Like at the end, we'll tell about upcoming and not happening right now, unless you have any more this week that you want to tell about.
I mean, I'm looking at the calendar for events around us. I mean, I got plenty of
for
stuff.
local this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you have anything
This
on
is-
there?
I mean, there's
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff. I mean,
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff I skip around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
like.
Okay.
But I tell everybody at the top of your Facebook page, click on your little circle with your name on it and click the arrow down button and then click events because maybe there are events on there that we're not mentioning because we can't possibly mention them all.
Right.
So I always just pick out some of my favorites. So you should pick out some of your favorites. That way we get more out there.
I'm just going to say them all, Raylene.
Go ahead.
I'm just
You
gonna say
go
them
right
all.
ahead, Michael.
Well, I'm not going to right now.
Oh, okay. So let's jump ahead to City Council this week.
Oh, yes.
That was
City
an
Council.
interesting night, to say the least. So first,
Now, remember, this isn't a Barry beat.
right. This is not a Barry beat. So this is straight up just, my
Which, as a
asshole
side note,
opinion.
It's going to be Monday night, 7 p.m. Carol Dawes.
Yeah, and tonight it's the wrap, and it's totally different, and I don't have to be all.
Ooh,
Sweet.
Glenn says, "Do tell."
But first, let's say that Mayor Lozon suggested maybe having he would like to have a community meeting in the North End to talk about where things still stand and how the neighborhood's feeling and what their thoughts are. And which I think would be an amazing idea. We've been talking about that for a really long time, actually. You and I have had that discussion. And so I think that's an amazing idea. I believe it was Councilor Spalding who weighed in and said that she would like to see there also, if you're going to do that, you need to do it in all the wards because all wards are suffering in all wards every time it's going to flood or every time it does flood, whatever. But I don't think that was the point that Mayor Lozon was making at all. I think that he was making the point that there are still places in the North End that are completely devastated, have not even begun to recover, and there needs to be a temperature taken down there. And not that they may in the future, not that they get anxiety. We're not excluding that. I believe that his thoughts were there's strong differences between the wards, and that ward and that end of town really still needs us, all of us as a whole. And it would be nice to get a temperature down there. So I was very happy to hear him say that, and I hope it can happen. And this isn't about, that's not fair. If you're going to do it for them, you got to do it for, come on. Just stop.
I think the one thing that folks need to think about when it comes to
Not acting like children?
well, yeah. But I mean, one of the things that we have to think about when it comes to the flood, which we shouldn't be talking about it. We should be like we should have already done this stuff, right? We should have globbed on to what the governor had, not exactly what he had, right? Like
right.
His
was a concept.
It was a concept,
but nobody could get the concept that it was a concept.
It was a concept, and it was supposed to, spark conversation. But the thing is that the focus was there and the fire was there. And it does feel like the fire has dimmed. And that's really sad, right? Like the fact is that there are a lot of people down in the North End that are still struggling, and the government's not set up properly to handle. I know one gentleman that wants to stay in his house, but you have to put it on stilts, right? And he doesn't have the money for that. But we're more than willing to buy. I mean, not the city's willing, but you could buy it out with FEMA, and then he's homeless, right? And it's just
and that's the thing. There are people that want to stay in their homes, but they really shouldn't.
Right.
There are people that have been staying in their homes because there's no place else to go, and they really shouldn't. You know, they have mold, they have lack of utilities, they have their houses are literally pretty much still destroyed, and they're trying to live in them because that there are no alternatives for them. And when we're constantly talking about the homeless and who we're serving as a community, those people should come first. Those
Yeah.
people are people that were totally, what about them for the winter? Why should they be having to struggle through yet another winter? What are we going to do to help them? For me, that would be priority. And it is my priority when I think about who I'm going to help and what I'm going to do. The North End comes to mind. And the list is long, it's huge.
Right.
There are so many people that need help with so many things. But good Lord, we're well over a year and a half that these people have suffered greatly. And I can't imagine having to go through one more winter that way.
Well, I hope that Tom's able to, pull together some fire, and if anybody can do it, it's going to be Tom. I'll say this.
Yeah. And if he doesn't through the city council, maybe we just offer to do it here at 802 Scoop, and we'll send them the link and they can tune into the results.
And with that, you don't see it, but Raylene just dropped the mic.
Well, I've talked about that many times before too. I mean, I can do a community forum. I can rent the auditorium or any other place that anybody else in the city can rent and invite people to come and let it all out there, right?
True story.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was one thing. And then I found it interesting that, and we've talked about it before and in the past, like I've been quickly silenced when talking about this, like, oh, don't do that. But guess what? That doesn't happen anymore. Last night, toward the very end, maybe even roundtable, I think maybe just a little bit before the roundtable, it was said that maybe we should, why are you looking at me like that?
I'm sorry.
Maybe we should discuss the importance and the necessity and the cost of Barre area development and the Barre Partnership. And I will first tell you right away that I myself will be super loud about that. Like super loud, especially the partnership.
Yep.
We need, Tracy, we need the partnership. We need some joy in this city, and that is our joy. They work hard. She works hard, and it is worth every dime. And everybody that comes down and enjoys the concerts in the park, the farmers market, the craft fair, the holiday lights, the Heritage Festival, the basketball game at the auditorium, wherever, anybody that enjoys even 2 minutes of that, I don't care. You should support the partnership.
100%.
And BADC, let's face it, and I don't mean this in a horrible way, but it's not like we have great things to offer here in the city. So what things we do have to offer, we need somebody promoting those things.
Yep.
And I, for one, say, will somebody please send Cody Morrison a job application and beg him to come back to Barre City, because he was incredible at his job.
Yes.
And though he was kind of like pushed out of here, it was a shame because he was every day, boots on the ground. Everybody here knew him. You may not have seen him every day because he had to go all places, which he did. And all during COVID too, mind you. But he was in, everybody knew who he was. He knew what was going on and everybody knew who he was. So my vote is that we send him, we get down on our knees and beg him to come back to Barre. I doubt it's going to happen because
Probably not.
He is much happier and nobody's threatening him and doing all those horrible things to him in New Hampshire. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So, do you want to know why I was looking at you funny?
Why?
Because I'm being peppered on my messenger from Roll Enthusiant.
You are?
I am. He figured out that I shared his link. I don't know how he figured that out, but
Oh,
he
well,
must
maybe
have been.
his wife is watching and told him.
Possibly.
Or maybe Roland's
Possibly.
watching because he knows that this show is dedicated tonight to him and Kristen.
He's making inappropriate comments.
He is?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not surprised.
So he's told you what an asshole you are.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you
he
know,
did that.
That's
Yep.
standard.
Yep. Did he tell you that you look like a Sasquatch? Did he tell you that yet? Actually, he looks much better now, Roland, that he trimmed up the beard.
I cannot share the things that he is sharing.
Now that he
with me,
trimmed
no.
up the beard, he's doing much better, Roland.
And oh, is that what that means?
Wait.
Anyway, so Northwood's detecting and adventures.
Yeah.
I thought that was like he's got a metal detector, but it's also detecting because he was a detective for Berry City as well. So I think that's also I didn't realize that. Good job there, Roland. But I'm now going to. He loves you, by the way. I'm now
I
going
love
to
him
like
too. He
flip
and
over the
Kristen are
phone,
amazing.
and I'm not going to pay attention to it.
All right.
We shared it because we were talking about you and how you need to come on the show to do your own show.
Yeah, I would just love it. I think it
Raylene
would be
says
great
yes.
fun. I think it would be great fun. And then Kristen needs to come on the show with me too some night. We're gonna do a Michael roast.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, we just haven't decided if we're gonna do it before election or after.
After. You know what I do? So Kristen and I worked at National Life.
Mm-hmm.
So what I will do is she's on the bottom floor and I'm on 3
Mm-hmm.
and I will go downstairs and
Tormentor.
because they sit in the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
so I know when they're taking their lunch. So I'll go down, and as the doors open up, I go like this, ta-da!
And that makes her incredibly happy.
It makes them all very happy. Karen as well, and
Karen.
Karen Berner.
Oh, yeah.
Berner. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Anyway,
Yeah, Kristen said we'll need more than an hour. So I want to know your opinion on those two subjects. I'm putting you on the spot.
so are you talking the Berry partnership? I will do Scorched Earth over any type of defunding of them.
Me too.
Scorched Earth. It's unacceptable, and I don't understand why. I don't even understand why. And mind you, we haven't even started talking about the budget process, which I believe on Tuesday was bumped to May again, or is going to be bumped to May again, which is really cool.
I believe so as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do hot dogs again because it'd be nice out.
Yeah, I know. It would be great. But yeah, no, I would if there and I don't think it will. I think it's just chatter. The BADC one though, I could see where there might be some issues. Although it's also very possible that now that there's been some comments about it, that there's some activity explaining what BADC does, and maybe this will go away.
You don't think that somebody has tried to explain that enough over the last couple of years? I
well,
mean,
here's
almost
the
at
thing, though,
nauseam.
is that you got to understand that you've got on city council, you've got two people that have never been on city council before.
No,
right?
but they've always been very present and active in what's going on in the city. So that's not accepting that answer.
But
I'm not. You can.
I can. Well, I'm going to accept that answer because there's things that on city council that you wouldn't know if you're not involved that much, and especially if you're listening to people that are constantly downing it. And to be frank, I mean there was a person that was very much downing BADC a lot, and I think
Was he a mayor? Just curious.
Moving on. Let's talk about the next thing that I've got, which is just
Squishy pants.
which is just
No,
as just as exciting.
I hope that people, though, I want to tell people they really need to pay attention. You need to pay attention because we need some little bits of joy, and we need somebody
Yeah.
promoting whatever there is possible to promote in this city. We need it to be promoted because we need help,
Yeah, I agree.
and we need your help.
But I don't think anything's going to happen. So I think it's just random
Well,
comments.
you've said that to me about a lot of things, and look where we are with those things. I'm
What
just
I
saying.
will say is it will be interesting. So they are talking about and this isn't a Barry beat. We're supposed to be talking about other things.
We are talking about other things. We're talking about our city.
That's
and
true.
that's what this
That's
is.
true.
That's why this is relevant because it's talking about our city. This is going to directly affect maybe our upcoming holidays and the beauty that some of us believe to have in it, you know? So, but Skip, go
Skip.
right to the next thing.
All right. So do you want to talk about national stuff?
We can,
We can talk about
even
national.
though it's not Barry Beat. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Well, Barry beat is politics for Barry City
Yeah.
and stuff,
But
right?
let's talk about Barry. What is national?
The Bulls got loose in Massachusetts. Did you hear about that?
I did.
Isn't that exciting?
No,
No? You
No.
don't find that exciting at all?
no. The Bulls get loose in Williamstown every other day, for Christ's sakes. Why am I going to get excited about that?
Because the Bulls were loose. The Bulls were loose.
That isn't what you were going to talk about, though. You were going to talk about somebody coming here from another
The
country.
Bulls are loose.
We're flying who here to campaign for Harris?
The Bulls are loose.
Who are we flying here, Michael?
Dismiss. Did you see that? Look at that. We're going to look at the Bulls. They were down in Massachusetts. They were loose. Wow.
You're such a wimp.
Not a
Who
wimp.
are we flying here from Massachusetts to campaign?
Oh, we didn't fly.
Not from Massachusetts. Who are we flying here to the U.S. to campaign for Harris?
Are you talking? Well, it wasn't. It wasn't necessarily.
Well, you said you wanted to bring it up,
I
but now
know.
you're not
Well,
bringing
I'm
it
gonna
up.
Bring it
So
up. I'll bring it up.
you-
So I will say that yes. So we did fly in Vladimir Zelensky from Ukraine, and he went to PA, and it's just kind of weird that the U.S. is paying for it and going to an ammunitions factory to thank the workers.
you think?
And there's been like some conversations about national politics on that level, and it just is kind of maybe we shouldn't be doing that, spending the money, bringing people
You
in
think?
to do that.
You think?
I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could talk about the pagers again. No, I'm not going to talk about the pagers.
No, let's not talk about the pagers. But Roland has offered to take us on one of his YouTube adventures, and that would be a really cool thing to do and go live for that.
We could.
We could totally do a live 802 scoop with Roland. Yeah. I heard, didn't
do
he
that.
investigate the pig man too? I'm telling you, someday we're having him in here. Some pig man in Northfield or something like that.
So you know what I do when I'm on the trails? We get, so if you go up to Thompson Trails, there's quite a bit of like Sasquatch stuff going on up there. And I've taken multiple pictures of all the signs that are like, Bigfoot crossing. There's a silhouette of a Bigfoot in the woods if you
Oh yeah, that's
come
probably
across
just
it.
Sean McCarthy doing that stuff to you.
Do you
Just
know
telling
him?
you.
Do you know this person? Is this a real
Of
person?
course I know this person. His nickname is Squatchy, for Christ's sakes. Everybody knows Sean McCarthy. Sean Deals. Do you know who that is? No. They have the Squatchy truck in Williamstown. It's a food truck with really good food. No.
Maybe he lives up. Does he live in Thompson?
No.
Okay, well, then why would you say that? It's
'Cause
somebody's
he goes
property.
out those places. He goes out those places
Oh my goodness.
for wheeling and stuff. It's probably him.
All
making
right. What
those
else do you
things.
got on your list?
The Veterans Place Calcutta is coming up on October 19th at Gusto's at 5 p.m. The grand prize for that Calcutta is $3,000. Tickets are $125 a piece. It includes 2 steak dinners and a Calcutta ball for your chances to win the big fat prize. There's going to be 50-50 raffle and other things happening as well, with all proceeds going to the Veterans Place. So that is happening. On October 20th, you're invited to go to the Turning Point Center right here on Air Street, because, and this is the message from them, as a community, we have lost so many loved ones to substance use disorder. 2 of our staff members lost a child to substance use disorder. It's absolutely devastating. We will be hosting a memorial tree lighting ceremony on Sunday, October 20th at 2 p.m. This event will be held at the Recovery Community Center located at 17 Air Street in Barre. Folks will have the opportunity to add names, initials, or memories to an ornament in honor of those that they have lost. The ornament will be added to the memorial tree that will always be displayed at Turning Point. You will have the opportunity to share memories of those you have lost and connect with the community who understands and can help you carry on. So I, of course, and fully intend to be at that event, and I invite others to as well. Have some upcoming things happening on It's No Secret, so we'll talk more about this and things like this that are happening not only in the community, but here at the Inside Scoop studio as a space to, I'm going to start a parents group here at the studio, which is so that people like me, that we can get together and talk about where we're at, because like I've said a million times, it's a really lonely world sometimes. You think that you're all by yourself and that nobody understands, and that you don't, because the stigma is what it is. You're afraid to say, you know, my son or my daughter, or this is happening in my life right now, or that is happening in my life right now. And thankfully for me, I have some really, really good friends, you included, that when shit is hitting the fan, I just tell you, and we talk it out. And I know you guys are supportive. You don't always understand, but you admit that you don't understand, and it's just really good to finally be in a space where I feel like I have my people, and I've not ever had that before. And so that's a really good feeling for me, and I want to give that feeling to other people as well. So soon that will be starting right here at the Inside Scoop studio, at least once a week, and so in a parents group. So yeah, so that's coming up as well. And then super excited about this one. I don't know if you're coming this year or not, but I sure hope so. October 25th, Preston's Kia has reached out to me and said, will you be a part of Trunk or Treat again this year? And of course I will. It's one of my favorite days of the year. So October 25th from 4 to 6, right at Preston's Kia, we'll be there for Trunk or Treat. And we are at anybody who wants to come and stuff your trunk and hand out candy is more than welcome. Stuff your trunk, hang out with us right at your trunk, and let your kids enjoy the activities in the very safe parking lot space. It's all roped off. There's going to be games and music and food and all kinds of great things like that happening. Costume contest and parade. The classic cars, we get a group of classic cars coming, a fire truck coming, and I think it's going to be a great day. So come on down. If you want to join in, if you want to be somebody who is decorating a car and giving candy out, reach out to myself, or you can also reach out to Nicole Carpentier down at Preston's, and you can do that via the messenger on Preston's Kia, or my personal messenger as well, to just let us know. So we have an account. We know how much of the parking lot to clear and rope off and all of that great stuff. But and if you're not, just bring the kids. It's great. And every year it gets bigger and bigger. And the amount of candy that was gone through last year was insane. I know I went through, I think it was 55 or
That's
60.
quite a bit.
55 or 60 pounds of candy I went through. And then I had to get some to finish with Preston's. And the team at Preston's wants you to know if you having candy is what's standing in your way of decorating your car and coming down, they can help with that. They're going to make sure they have plenty of candy. Bring what you can, and they will get you through the whole 2 hours of trick or treating. So, yeah. Are you coming?
Nice.
Are you going to go?
Wait.
It's so much fun.
Is it? Should I?
But you
should I
went the
dress
last
up?
2 years with me.
I know.
Yes, you should dress up.
I should dress up. Should I dress up as Hillary Clinton?
No. You should not. Why in hell would you want to do that?
You know, something scary.
So you're scary? I mean, we are having a Republican dinner on the 28th of October.
Should I dress up as Hillary Clinton
yes,
there
maybe
too?
you should. It's a Republican dinner and fundraiser for the Berry City Republicans, and that's going to be at the Den, and we're going to have music and hamburgers and hot dogs and the ever so famous potato salad made by the one and only Sue Kelly. And if you don't know who that is, she used to have the Snack Shack. So she's doing our salads, and it's going to be a lot of great fun, but it's a costume party. So wear your best costume, and why not come dressed as some, political figure or something? It'll be great fun. So $25 a ticket will get you in the door, and and we'll have a really good time. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I haven't decided what I'm going to dress as yet, though. I don't know. I always struggle with all of that stuff.
I have a difficult time because, as I told you, as a big man, I can't just get any costume because it doesn't fit, unfortunately. There's lots of things. What I would love to do is to be able to have like a huge, like, wraith looking cloak and then be on stilts. So I'm like 7 feet, 8 feet tall. And
How the hell are you going to walk around on stilts?
Well, I mean, you would use the stilts that attach to your legs. I mean, they have them.
Oh, like the ones that guy jogs around Main Street and Barry with. I've seen those.
Yeah,
they
sure.
attach to your legs.
Yeah, they attach to your legs. They're
He literally runs with them. They have springs or something in them.
Oh no. I'm thinking of drywall stilts.
Oh, yeah. Don't know what that is.
Glenn is telling me don't do it. I'll break my neck. You're probably right, which
Yeah.
is the reason why I won't do it.
But I hope that people come out to that, actually. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we need their support. We really do. We need their support. And, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's,
I think so.
That's on the...
It's $25 a ticket.
Yep, and that's on
that's
October 28th.
Free food.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's
Well, it's not
$25
free.
a ticket. It's not free food, Michael. It's $25 a ticket.
And the money goes,
But
although the money goes to the
Berry City
the Berry
Republican
City
Committee.
Republicans, but the purpose of it is
It's for campaigns,
for
so-
campaign for mine and for
Michael
Michael as
Fearing
well.
and for anybody
So.
campaigning in the city.
Yep.
So it also love you, Glenn.
Humpty Dumpty.
Oh gosh. That's what it's for. It's gonna be a good time. We'll have music, there's a silent auction, there's a raffle, there's some stuff going on. We'll have some guest speakers, and it's gonna be a really good day. And
Yep.
so please come out and support us. We need all the support we can get.
Yes,
Yes,
that's true.
we do.
That's true.
So yeah,
Nice.
that's about it for me.
That's all you have?
That's
and it's
all I
like
have.
8:05. I feel like we could go for another half an hour.
You do?
I really do. And I know that folks probably don't want that, but
Why? Because you have other stuff to tell.
well, I could. I mean, we could go down. I mean,
Well,
I got
just the news alone today. I mean, there's all
True,
kinds of
true.
crap in there
True.
that is insane.
could talk about all
So-
sorts of different things. Could
I would like to talk about a couple of our sponsors, and one of them being Yipes, Barry Bevan and Sons, and the fact that right now they're like literally everybody thinks of them, I believe, as like only a graphic design shop, and there's so much more down there. You can get your brakes changed, you can get your oil changed, you can get heated seats put in, remote starts, custom WeatherTech mats throughout the entire car. You can get your windows tinted. I mean, they auto start, all that great stuff. They can like literally pimp your ride down there. And then if you wanted to, Val could wrap it with a graphics that she has done. She can wrap the car, she can pinstripe the car, she can letter the car. So they just really are a place that does everything. And if you haven't been to Yipes, if you haven't checked out their Facebook page or their website, you really should. And better yet, just stop down there and see them, 441 North Main Street. And you can give them a call, 802-479-0055. So that's Yipes. We love them.
Yes.
And we love the Den. And we love all that they do over there and that they do for us as a community, because Jeff does a lot for our community. He's always willing to let us use the space over there and host us. And especially I call him and say, I want the space on this day at this time. And he says, okay. And he and I having a conversation yesterday, actually. And he said, what is even going on Saturday? And then he said, never mind. Because he knows that I'm doing my thing and we'll be there. You know, he's just so good about it. We're lucky. We're very lucky to have the Den. Plus, they have really, really good food over there, too. Yeah, and it's a big space. Huge dance floor. So much fun. Yeah.
Nice.
How about you? You have anything to say about any of our sponsors? What's going on over at Tasty Bites lately?
Oh, I haven't been over there for a while. I need to go over.
What are you doing, Michael?
I know.
Did you see that breakfast buffet? Amazing. The salad bar? Amazing.
I like Tasty Bites, and they're still
The Reuben?
trying to get
Amazing.
I love the Reuben. Love the Reuben.
Yes.
And we've got the Reynolds House,
Yes.
which they have Monday nights
Trivia.
So
Yeah.
you can go to that.
This upcoming one is 90s sitcom, I think.
And it's at 7:00.
Yeah, it's at 7:00. So we can't do that.
We need to. You know what we need to do? Some night we should just go live there.
Over there.
Yeah.
But that would be Barry Beats. So maybe that week we'd have to do it in reverse. We do 802 Scoop on Monday and Barry Beat on Thursday.
We just cancel. I mean, we've canceled Barry Beat before.
Yeah, we can just cancel
We can
it.
cancel it. We can
Yeah.
cancel
Or
anytime.
do it on a week that they don't have city council.
Right, and there's no city council this week, although we got Carol coming on at 7.
Right, and that is important.
That is very important.
So, yeah. We have Coffee with a Cop coming this Montpelier. They're kicking off the local Coffee with the Cop series that has started back up again, and that's actually happening in Montpelier this Saturday at 11 a.m. at the Capital City Farmers Market in Montpelier. So
I've
know
been saying
that
7 p.m. It's actually 6 p.m.
It is 6 p.m.
6 p.m. I am
for Carol.
For Carol.
Carol is 6 p.m.
6 p.m. is
Yes.
Carol. So, folks, I am really sorry. I have been saying 7, but we are meeting here at 6.
Barry Beat is
Barry
a
Beat
special
is-
time on Monday night, 6 p.m. And go to Coffee with a Cop in Montpelier on Saturday as well. And then hopefully we'll be announcing when they're going to be doing that here in the city, because Barry City always does it as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Wow, I can't believe I told everybody 7 p.m.
Well, I'll make a big,
so
beautiful
used to-
graphic, and you don't have to
Yes,
worry about it.
absolutely, you
We'll
should.
just share
And-
it to death, and
Yeah,
it'll be
definitely.
fine. Yeah, I'll fix it.
Good.
All right.
And Glenn, I looked at the Tweedledee and Tweedledum costumes. I'd have to buy red sweatpants. I might have a yellow shirt. And I love the hats.
Oh my.
Does that mean you're going to the Republican Party there?
I
'Cause
would love it if Glenn
That
went.
would be amazing.
Yes, I told him, you know what I would really love? So I would love it if Glenn would co-host at least one show a week with me. At least. I think that would be so much fun if he would come down here and co-host a show with me at least once a week.
Peer pressure.
Just saying. No, I told
Peer
him.
pressure.
I told him. And then maybe Roland and Alice
Yeah.
and yeah. Donna Thunder, she's gonna do some with me. We're gonna. I know your mom will watch those. Donna Thunder's gonna
My
tune in.
mom is
And
such a Thunder
she's a
fan.
groupie. So
She is.
she's going to be co-hosting some stuff with me. I'm super excited. We got Dick
Cool.
Wabi coming up.
Oh,
Pretty soon he's going to come on in and do a show with us on a Thursday or maybe a weekday during the day where you won't be present. But Dick, his schedule's super tight,
Yeah.
super busy man. But he's going to come in and talk to us. Wheels for Warmth. Everything
Nice.
Wheels for Warmth. It's coming up. It's right around the corner. So
great.
he's going to come in here and talk about that. Yeah.
awesome.
All right. So
Awesome,
now we're
awesome.
really running over, and
We are. Well, it was fun.
it was fun.
I appreciate it.
It always goes by
Yeah, it's
super
great.
fast.
It does. When we start rolling, it does.
Yeah.
Once we
It's
start
not like-
rolling.
it doesn't take very long, and you go, oh shit, I'm already done. So, but yeah, have a good weekend. Get out, enjoy yourself, have fun. Check the events calendar. I will list. I have been listing stuff all week, but tomorrow I'll put another list out there of all the different things that you can do all weekend. And yeah, have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend, and tune in Monday night, 6 o'clock, to Barry Beat right here on 802 Scoop, or you can still be old school and go to Barry Beat podcast page as well. But you can just tune in right here, 802 Scoop, at 6 p.m. for an interview with Carol Dawes.
All
The
right.
one and only.
The one and only Carol Dawes.
That's right.
Should I play the music?
The tax song?
No. The music.
Put on the Ritz?
No.
Your music?
My music.
Your little ditty? Listen, yes, because I love it. I absolutely love this.
So
And I wish that you would have posted, I wish you would just post it and post the whole thing. Even though people are going to get it stuck in their head like I did, and then I was ready to murder you. But at least, it's like, I loved it. I loved it.
for folks that don't know, so
And for folks that don't know, Facebook, I was only joking. Yeah, it was just like a joke. I would never do that to Michael.
oh,
I would never M
that's
word
right.
you.
Facebook will probably demonetize us.
Good Lord.
So for folks that don't know, there's an app out there. It's called Donna, not Donna Thunder's app, but
Right.
Donna, that is AI, and it generates music. And
Play it.
Like,
I love it. Play it.
it's pretty phenomenal, and I was having fun.
and it
I
turned out great.
so for those, this is the song.
In Berry City, a voice will arise. Michael Booted, reaching for the skies. Champion of the people, the heartbeat so loud. For the blue collar workers, he'll make them proud. He's not just a name, he's a promise to keep. Michael Booten, he's the one we believe. Standing for justice, fighting for those who grieve.
Come on. What are you not?
I am not going to play that whole thing and
We'll
torture
post
our.
it.
I'm not
Post it.
going to torture our poor viewers and listeners.
You're going to post it. You're going to post it because it's
Oh
super
my
cool.
goodness, no,
Super
it's
cool.
terrible.
Have a great night, everyone.
Yes, have a wonderful evening, folks.
Yeah, baby, Glenn says.